You also work with some larger healthcare systems. How do you approach those
Very patiently.
relationships?
So,
A lot
yes,
more red tape.
there is. And you just have to know that going into it. I mean, they're a big organization, lots of departments, lots of decision makers. And so, really, just it's the same starting point, though, understanding what they need and what are the service lines that you're wanting to provide, what are the markets that you want to be competitive, and, where are your competitors, and trying to help them, be two steps ahead. They're very good at trying to be strategic in that regard. And so lots of confidentiality. I mean, that's a
Hmm.
big piece. It's a small world. Orlando is not that big when it comes to healthcare,
Hmm.
real estate, and so
Really, Florida
it's just
is,
not.
No.
yeah.
Got a
Everybody knows
few big
everybody,
players.
Yeah,
and
That's about
so having that level of confidentiality and but also giving your client like the key insight of where the markets are that they should be going
Hmm.
and what that looks like can help you kind of direct. But
Yeah.
just being patient, but knowing when to push and knowing when to kind of like wait. It's not going to be a quick process. So if you're just in it for the long run, you'll be fine.
it. Yeah. Don't expect the immediate feedback.
Yeah, it's not. It's probably not a this year thing, and that's okay.
Right.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to, like you said, when we started with your wins, is have to have these things in the pipeline in order to come to fruition. I mean, same with us. It's very rare that we get somebody to say, "I got to move and be in 4 months."
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is thought out, it's planned,
Well,
and realizing when we do get those requests, then
well, I was gonna say we get them. We
See,
get 'em
that's
a
so
lot.
good though, because I get the opposite sometimes where people come to look and they're like, "Well, I need to be in like tomorrow," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, you're a little late.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I need you with a 6 month lead time,
Right.
depending on what you're looking
Right.
for."
We can't do this in that
Right.
amount of time.
Yeah.
and
possible.
a lot of it is not because it's just the permitting. You got to get through
Yeah.
that process, and
Yeah.
so can we build it out in a month? Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Legally?
difficult.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you got to get through all that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of challenges when it comes to that, but it's just different with some of these private groups, and then these healthcare systems. The differences in with the way they can operate.
Yes.
Yeah. And where they operate out of is extremely important, right? And what that looks like, where they're located, speed to market. I mean, it's
Yes.
there's a lot of factors that play into specifically healthcare, medical
Yes.
side of things that make it fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do the landlords having landlord flexibility? How does that play into getting these deals done? Because some are just like, this is not going to nudge. These are my rules, and I have to have these. But
Well, that depends on the market.
Mm.
So, we always talk about buyers and sellers market. And so when there's plenty of supply and lots of demand, you can hold firm and just say,
Right.
this is my price. And we've done that.
Right.
We know when a property, we've priced it well, it might be a little high, but it's market for what we have, and we're not budging. And they either pay it or they don't. And that's proved fine. When it doesn't work is when there is still that mentality, but the market's not in the same place. So the demand isn't there necessarily, or there are other complicating factors like interest rates or build out allowance or cost or loan, inability to get like a construction loan or things like that. So in those instances, yes, a landlord's inability to be flexible and wanting only the 5 year term or the 10 year term and not being willing to go, you know what? Okay, we'll do a 3.
Mhm.
If you want to just be in this market, people are a little like cautious. We don't know where it's going to
Right.
be in 5 years.
We're
And so
testing it out.
they want to see it's either income right now or maybe not at all for a year or two. So you're trying to help them weigh their options. If there's not a million people knocking down your door or even 10,
Mhm.
for your space, let's talk about this a
Yeah.
little bit more. So it's just helping everybody understand what the current situation is and getting everybody to get to the same page that still benefits everybody, but kind of getting them to see it from the other person's point of view. That's a lot of what I do.